What's up, dudes? Welcome back to Days Gone, episode 2. Let's get right into it. We're gonna get into from where we left off last time, which was just right at the top of this hill. Boozer went down there to distract the zombies, and we are gonna go in and try to get a fuel pump for our bicicleta. These are newts. These are tiny little baby children that were changed into zombies, or freakers, as this game refers to them. And they're just little scavenger people, and they like to steal things from you. They'll hit you in numbers, and they'll hit you in stealth, and it's kind of fucked up. This is just like a regular swarmer, your average zombie. They are what make up your typical horde. You'll see hordes in the game from time to time, but you'll never really see a horde with like newts or anything in it, right? We're gonna speed this up. This is just super boring looting. I am very meticulous when it comes to these kinds of games, and just in the interest of saving everybody time and not having to watch an hour-and-a-half long video on YouTube, we'll just get through this real quick and kind of speed this up. So, like I said, just random looting, nothing too big. We're mainly here for the fuel pump. We were able to pull an oil filter out of that last vehicle, and that's going to act as a suppressor now. Go ahead and open this trunk. Fucking shit, man, did I get you? Yeah, this game definitely utilizes the jump scare to its advantage for sure.
Shit. Ordered up. I gotta find the...
I ended up having to go through and change a few things because this game in the hardest difficulty, which is what I had it set to, is super fucking hard. I would even go as far as to say it's impossible for me. So I had to go back and switch that up. I had to knock it down a couple notches because I just want to play the game. I did a mission, and I'll show it to you. It was coming up. It took me like 20 tries before I finally gave up. I was behind a person like 2 or 3 feet, and I shot him in the back of the head with a crossbow, and they didn't die. I was like, okay, this isn't for me. This hard difficulty is not for me. I can move on. It's okay. It's there for somebody. I get it. I understand, but it's just not. It's not for me. I'm not good. I'm not good at a game like this. Not that good, at least. Go through here. There's some random collectibles kind of throughout the world. This is one of them. Just says "Seeking Gorgeous Man." I don't really know what any of it is. I'm sure that there's a later on area where we can look at kind of the stuff that we found. Look at the things that we found. Get that ammo.
Gotta be a fuel pump in here somewhere.
In here, and then this is the. I think this is the room. Yeah. Yeah. We'll go ahead and open up this hood. Pull out some of that scrap, and then we will run on over around the truck over to that bike, snag that fuel pump.
Boozer, you there?
It should be good to go.
I found the part.
We just
I'm
gotta go
heading
find
out to
Boozer.
the highway.
Deep hot. Rippers! Rippers!
Uh-oh. Oh shit.
Shit!
Alright, it sounds like some shit's going down. Boozman's under attack
Boozer.
for sure.
Boozman? God damn it.
Okay, let's go. Okay. There we go. Yep.
Hang on, Boozman. I'm coming.
Alright, we haven't met the Rippers yet. We're about to meet them. It's
Rippers.
not good. Definitely missed that med kit. Probably be able to go back and grab that in a second. Yeah, this part is fucking nuts.
These tats are dead symbols of a dead man. Dead symbols of the lost.
Get off me! Bitches!
Brutal.
Biker man!
You must be brought low, biker man. For you are lost, and we are found. We will show you.
You are not one of the found. You are the lost.
So these are the Rippers.
Get low.
Definitely some like fanatical religious intentions, I believe. I mean, religious cultists. whatever you want to call it.
Rippers, son of a bitch.
Cultist is probably a better word for it, regardless of what they are. They're just fucked up. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this the apocalypse would definitely eventually bring out something like this.
Boozer.
I'm gonna kill them all.
Every fucking one of them.
Oh boy, that is just so fucking brutal.
Let me help you up. No, you don't. Get up. Fucking rippers. Gotta go. It's like,
Oh shit, okay, we got a horde. These are... Yes, we gotta go.
then they were on me. Okay.
God damn, dude, he is crispy.
Goddamn, I'm serious.
That's not good. That is not good.
Okay. Get on the bike.
Okay, yeah, let's get on out of here before that fucking gets in there. Ooh, they're coming. Snap. Okay, fuck. That's messed up.
Hey, why don't you wait out here? Let me make sure it's all clear.
So this is our little mountaintop safe house.
There's a bunk calling my name.
Alright, pretty much like we left it.
Why? Not like there's much to steal. Just gonna reintroduce myself.
Oh, thank God. I'm gonna go out, find some shit for your arm. You get my bike. You gonna be okay?
Yeah.
They really are just buds, aren't they?
I'll head over to that
You know,
neuro checkpoint.
just watching out for each
They
other.
gotta have sterile
Trauma
bandages.
bonded, and,
Don't leave my bike there.
you know, all kinds of good
I
stuff.
don't know. I'm gonna be going out on foot while it's still light out.
Hey, I've got some ammo if you need it. In the footlocker by the door.
Thanks.
Nice.
Hey, don't take my shotgun.
What?
Boozer. All right. Here you go.
Thanks, brother. Just feel kind of naked without it.
Yeah. I'm the one who's going out into the wild. You're the one who's taking a nap. Fuck is that shit? Alright, so this gets a little
Boozer,
tricky
you
here.
awake?
We basically just had a quick cut. There's about 15 seconds where I was running down the
just saw
stairs,
someone
just
sneaking
down
around
and
the
out.
safe house.
But it doesn't really matter. But it just didn't get
What's he
recorded
doing?
for some reason. I'm not sure why, but
No idea. I'm gonna follow him. See if there's some more where he came from. Deacon out.
looks like somebody was sneaking outside. We're gonna go down and chase them. There's just kind of always somebody scheming, it seems like. That's what I've learned with this game, is that there's just always somebody there. There's always somebody scheming. If it's not a fucking zombie, it's some... Basically, they're meth heads. Run on down here. Trying to put my blinders on so I don't run over off into, like... All I want to do is, like, go explore. And then we're going to come down here, do a little bit of eavesdropping on these fools, see what they have to say. Marauders is what they're called. So we've now met the Rippers and the Marauders, and we've met Swarmers, and we've met Newts. So the list of enemies is pretty extensive, and they all come with their own set of difficulties and trials and tribulations. And these guys are just talking shit on me. They don't know I'm here, and they don't know I'm about to murder them.
Kill the sons of bitches, then make ourselves at home.
You know they're gonna have guns.
Looked like one of them was pretty gifted.
Fuck yeah, we got guns.
Take 'em.
Yeah. Fuck you guys.
Yeah. Agreed. Fuck you guys.
Hey!
Alright, so we're gonna go down here and take these guys out. This was the mission that I was talking about earlier. So I was about right here, and I shot him in the back of the head with a crossbow, and he didn't die on this last playthrough. And so that's when I said, fuck this, I'm trying to play this fucking game. Went through and changed the difficulty. I was on the hardest one, I'm now on normal, and I don't care what you have to say about that. Grab this stuff. And then we're going to come on over here. We're going to dead this dude. Damn, brutal. This game is ultra violent. Just straight up and down.
This'll
Ultra violent. A few more to take care of. That's just kind of a tutorial over going over swapping guns. You actually have quite a few weapons to work with. You've got a melee weapon, a secondary weapon, a primary weapon, and then you've got a special weapon. So your secondary is usually your sidearm. So your pistols, there's some sawn-off shotguns, that kind of thing. And then your primary is usually like a rifle or a shotgun. In some cases, they are machine guns. There's some kind of different variances therein. And then your special is either like your crossbow, so that's a special, and that's upgradable. And then you've got your melee weapon, also upgradable. But that consists of like baseball bats, chair legs, dining room table legs, 2x4s, whatever it is, logs. I know that you can pick up whatever, but it's pretty extensive. There's a few. So there's that oil filter from earlier. That's now our silencer for our 9mm. So that's the reason why nobody can hear us taking these fools out one by one. So we'll come on over here, try to stay in stealth. We got one moving on the left, one stationary on the right, and do a little headshot action. That's what's nice about that suppressor. I think that's ingenious. I don't even know if that like logistically could work, if you really could put an oil filter on a 9mm and make it like work to have it be silenced, but it's tight that they did it this way, because it's not like, oh hey, I found a silencer in the bushes over there. It's like, oh, you did? Cool. No, it's like you just making it work. Like we're a few years in. Like
Just a few drifters looking at me.
there's been some days that are gone. You know what I mean?
Like we were saying before.
Whoa.
It's time to start thinking about heading north.
So here's some kerosene.
Let's get your arm fixed up and then worry about hitting the road.
All
I'm
right.
gonna be heading to my bike, deacon out. Oh, damn freakers.
So this is just kind of getting into some swarmers. Swarmers are, like I was saying earlier, they're the main bulk of what makes up the horde. They're just kind of your run-of-the-mill zombies. You really don't want to take on more than one at a time. They like to scream and yell and make all kinds of racket, so they call over a lot more. But what's nice about this is that it's raining, so all of your movement is suppressed. They can't really hear what you're doing, as long as it's raining. But if it's clear out, they can hear everything, and they will, and they'll chase your ass down. That's a pain.
Where the hell am I? Gotta be getting
We'll keep
closer.
going. Hopefully we don't get noticed. I don't think we will. Go through, just casually pop off a quick headshot. You know, no big deal. It's really no big deal.
Okay, gotta get to my bike.
I'm not a hero.
Getting closer.
Just doing my job. Just gonna come over here and casually miss almost every single shot in the clip, and then go ahead and give up and use a crossbow, and
Almost out.
still not be able to finish the job. So this is now officially embarrassing. And sorry to all the Walking Dead fans out there that thought I was just gonna Daryl this. Not today. That's a big whiff. All right, that's a big whiff too. Okay. You know, let's just pretend like none of this is happening. I'm still learning. I'm getting back in. Okay, I'm getting warmed up, getting loosened back up,
Where the fuck are you?
getting limbered up for this game. It's not an easy game. There's a lot of controls. There's a lot of moving parts. It's fun. Don't get me wrong. I'm enjoying it. Where the fuck is my bike?
My bike's gone.
Oh man. Bus isn't coming for another 3 hours.
Damn it, Copeland. Hey, you're from Copeland's camp?
Hey you. Hey you with the face.
Hey, stop! What? God damn it!
Take your bike, man.
I understand tutorial missions. I do.
Stop running!
We're just gonna ignore all of these shots that I miss. Just ignore them. We don't have to talk about them. I'm not gonna mention them, and we don't need to talk. We don't need to bring it up. Don't even need to do it. Anyway, like I was saying, I understand tutorial missions. They're there for a reason. You have to learn the game. You have to learn the mechanics. You have to understand what is happening. Otherwise, you're not going to have any fun. And that's why tutorial missions are there. It's the game developers making these levels easy for you to get through so that you can understand the mechanics of the game, how the enemies work. I mean, look, we've already been introduced to 4 different enemies, and, you know, we're only an hour into the game. We're understanding our environment, and here we're coming up on a camp. But there is something so painfully awkward about clunking through these fucking levels like this that it just sort of like blows it. And honestly, like, I'm not good enough of a gamer to make these early levels very fun for myself, and so it's only really until the late game, well, I would say the mid game, like when things really start to pick up for me. And I'm not even talking about this game in general, I'm talking about in general, games in general. I really don't start to enjoy myself until about mid game, and so sometimes it's tough because these games are hard to get through. Difficulty wise, they're not easy to get through. So coming up here on Copeland's camp, we will meet Copeland and
Son of
his
a
camp.
bitch stole my bike! I know nothing about that.
So,
Fuck it, man.
from context, we can already kind of assume that
Yeah, that's where I'm headed.
there might be some kind of like scrapping going on, like definitely people going out and scavenging and bringing things back to the camp in exchange for, you know, whatever it might be, room and board, whatever it might be. So, we're gonna run over and talk to Manny. He's the mechanic.
Hey, Manny.
Hey, I haven't seen you around lately. You've been too busy to notice. Nose down. Work hard, they feed you.
Yeah, camper's life.
Yeah, camper's life. I read a book once. Zen and the Art of Bike Repair. You ever read it?
No, I didn't have a lot of time for books back in the day.
Yeah. Ran a shop, Farewell. Made all the grease monkeys read it. Being a mechanic requires great peace of mind, it said. Try working on an empty stomach. That'll focus your mind.
Manny, I'm looking
Listen,
for a
asshole, I
bike.
didn't come here
Yeah?
for a philosophy
Oh.
lesson.
You don't want that one.
Why not?
It just came off the truck. I mean, some dumb son of a bitch left it out in the shit. Rusted up good. It rode hard, too. The fool that rode it didn't know shit about bikes.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
Uh-oh.
Shot the hell this one. He just partied it out. I mean, it didn't even have a fuel pump. We could have used
Clean
that.
yourself a hole, man. You don't even know it.
This one.
Okay.
Yep.
I like this one.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Okay.
Faux pas.
See, now when I said fool,
Sorry
what
about
I
it.
meant was the
No,
fool
man.
was that
What I
brought
meant
the
to say
bike in.
was,
See,
you're an
they didn't tie
asshole.
that shit
No,
down
wait.
properly.
No.
So
You're
they left
getting
it,
me
like,
wrong.
rattling around back there.
Geek.
Right?
Oh, man.
Let's talk.
Who's this hard-shelled son of a bitch? You can smell the linseed oil
You
from
had
here.
some trouble. You got hit hard last night.
Mark Copeland.
Twice now they've been up here. Some say.
Let's see what he has to
you
say.
and Boozer.
We'll do a little bit of walking. I think,
folks say a lot of things.
I think at the end of Copeland's camp is
Folks around
when
here
we're
take
going to
care
end
of
this
their own.
episode.
Go
I
enough
wanna
days
say
without
that.
food. Well, you see
That's
how it
probably a
is.
good place to end. We'll
Lake
kind of get
not
through this
holding out.
dialogue. It'll be
Fair
a good
amount of
closing
trout.
point, and then
Lake's
that
fed by
way,
snowmelt.
maybe
Don't let
next
the stock
episode we
fish.
kind of start to get
Got
into
on
some
out
shit.
later. Like everything else.
This game does take a little bit to get going, but it's worth it once it gets cracking. Holy shit, is it worth it.
Used to go hunting out here with the old man. We built deer blinds out here. Put down salt licks below us. Pick 'em off clean. Some winters had so much venison we couldn't eat it all.
I didn't think that was legal. Deer baiting back in the day.
My old
Uh-oh.
man had
Deacon's
only
calling
one
out his
rule.
illegal deer
United
baiting.
States Constitution.
My grandpappy only had one rule.
America. Land of the
Constitution.
We are that.
How is any of this free? This is terrifying.
Saw Leon the other day.
Yeah?
He was bringing me something.
Is that right?
Folks here in a lot of pain,
Awkward.
Deke.
Oh, Leon. Doug said that he took off.
Leon?
No
Who's
one's seen
Leon?
him.
I don't know. Never murdered him. I mean, heard of him.
Tell you what. You find his stash. You bring it to me. To me, Deke. You do that.
Well, why don't you not tell me what to do,
We'll see what we can
Dad?
do for you.
The bike that your men stole, that your men parted out.
Salvage, Deke. Salvage.
All right. I'll try to keep that in mind.
the way, nice hat.
What?
No, this one.
Don't you ever
Now,
tell
hold on.
Ooh, about that. It's not mine.
Leon wore a hat
Holding
like
it
this,
for a
didn't
friend.
Cool. I swear to God.
Don't. You want to do business in my camp?
Got me now.
You start doing some runs for me.
Ah, shit. Okay. I'm here anyway. What do you got?
Now that's more like it. A group of drifters has been harassing my supply runs. They've moved into the radio tower west of O'Leary Mountain. Isn't that your backyard?
No, it's not, but I'll take care of them.
I thought you might.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Mark Copeland, my new boss apparently. Alright, so we're gonna just zip on down to Manny because this is just a lot of more exploratory bullshit that doesn't matter and doesn't pertain to the story, and I get stuck a little bit and it's a little bit embarrassing, so I'd rather you not see it. Is that big of a deal? I got a little turned around, I got a little lost. We're gonna go see Manny. Here it is.
Deke, hold up. I just want to say how sorry I am. I didn't know, I swear.
Do you have any
Big
idea
apology.
how
Manny's a
much
good
time
guy.
I put
Bring it
into
in.
that
Bring it
bike?
in for the real thing,
It was
bro.
a
Come on,
drifter
give him a hug.
bike, Manny.
I know. I'll make it up to you, I swear. I put together a new one.
You call this piece of shit a bike?
Oof.
I know, it's not... Look, I'll keep an eye out for more parts. I'll hook you up, I swear.
Okay, and what about my custom gas tank, Manny? You know, the one that I got from my dead wife. You gonna keep an eye out for that one too?
Man,
Jesus,
the
Deke, I'm
facial,
sorry.
the facial
Just get the fuck out of my way.
construction in this game is fucking crazy. So that's the end of the episode, but I wanted to show you guys a quick little clip from one of like the mini game challenges that you can do that's separate from the main game. If you're interested in this, let me know. I felt like this episode was kind of boring, so I wanted to give you a little bit of something that was kind of fun to do at the end. This just goes to show how intense this game can get, and so I'm just going to let you enjoy the rest of this clip. But if these first two episodes are kind of boring, this is what we're heading for. Thanks for watching, guys.